Hey guys, welcome back to Filter Coffee Football, and today we're here to talk about why Ronaldo back to Manchester United is a great move. We also have another video coming up why we think that's not such a great move, but for today we're going to focus on why we think this is an absolutely perfect move for United and for Cristiano Ronaldo. Before we dive into it, I'd like to remind you guys to like, share and subscribe. Please go to our channel, look at all the other videos we have on offer, and yes, show us a lot of support, really help us grow. Anyway, diving in, reason number one, goals. Cristiano Ronaldo is a proven goal scorer, and I mean, there is no way in the world that he is not going to score 20 goals. At 36, he is still in amazing physical condition. He is still a proven goal scorer, just came off winning the Golden Boot at the Euros as well. So I have no doubt that even if someone might think that he's on the older side, that he is definitely going to get United goals. He is definitely going to be the solution to the central striker problem that United have had. Maybe not for a long run, but at least for the next couple of years, just owing to the man's sheer physical fitness. He also brings experience. He has played in the Premier League before. He knows the teams. He knows the club. He has this amazing history with the club. And if we know anything about Ronaldo, is that he is very motivated. And playing for the club that gave him his big break, that gave him the path to becoming the superstar that he is now, I have no doubts that he will bring all of that to the table and give United everything that is involved. He will help the youth grow. I mean, players like Greenwood, Rashford, even Martial to an extent will really benefit from having someone like Cristiano Ronaldo in the team who can really show them how things are done. And not just that, just his sheer level of work ethic is enough to inspire almost anybody who's in the same team with him. You may think that Ronaldo back then was a much different player, even when he, at his peak in the Premier League, when he scored 40 goals in the season before he went to Real Madrid, got United the Champions League, that he was a much different striker. He was more of a winger at that point, a lot more pace, a lot more flair. But the Premier League has changed now as well. The Premier League has evolved to the point where not that many are able to get a lot of time on the ball. It's all about quick decisions. It's all about smart passing now. It's all about being able to make the most out of small, tight spaces. And I mean, Ronaldo has excelled on that. He's a beast in the air, amazing finish. His finishing has gotten even better as years have gone by, and he's gotten stronger and stronger. So he can definitely handle the physicality of the Premier League now, irrespective of who the opposition is, even at this point. Watching him go against Virgil van Dijk is really going to be interesting, and seeing how that turns out. Not to mention all the other top defenses in the Premier League, like Chelsea, for example, even. The other part of Ronaldo that he brings to the table is just his sheer ego. We all know what Zlatan did for United. They didn't win the most premier of trophies, but they did still win silverware. And a lot of that is driven by the kind of ego that a personality like that brings into your team. They make you feel like you deserve to win. They make you feel like that is exactly what you're there for. And this United team definitely needs that sort of mentality. Going to another Europa League final and losing did not look so good for that team. But I mean, if you had Cristiano Ronaldo, first off, I doubt they would have even been in Europa League if Cristiano was playing, Mr. Champions League that he is. But also, he would have the mentality to drag those sort of teams out. Take the example, the match against Southampton. That match screamed for somebody like Ronaldo to grab it by the scruff of the neck and take advantage and put in the final touch and get United over the line. Again, having a player of his caliber, just like having Messi, even in the worst of Barca teams, you could never rule them out because they had Lionel Messi. Same thing for United now. With Cristiano Ronaldo in the team, you never know. You cannot count them out of any competition. Now they're legitimate to go deep into the Champions League. Very legitimate contenders for the Premier League even, because the fixtures that they are having to struggle with all of last season and somewhat even this season with that Southampton result draw and the Wolves result, which wasn't very convincing, Ronaldo gives them a sort of buffer, gives them some confidence, and he makes those on the edge results more concrete and more assured. So that's definitely something that Ronaldo will bring to the team, that confidence that they need to really put matches to bed. Really, what's good in this for United? Well, two things. One, they get their club legend back for a second stint. Even better, I would argue Ronaldo is probably still as effective, if not more effective, of a player on the pitch than he was during his last stint at United. And secondly, you get to stick it up to Manchester City. Lots of United supporters actually went out and burnt their jerseys. Maybe a little too soon for that. Should have waited for the whole thing to go by, especially when Sir Alex Ferguson is still around, and really dampening the mood on the blue side of Manchester by getting Ronaldo back to the red side was an amazing move. It's not only do you get a fabulous player, you also stick it to the club that's really been a thorn in your side over the last few years. And another thing that this move does is it gives Ronaldo a chance to really cement his status as an all-time great for Manchester United. If he manages to get United anywhere, if he manages to get United a Champions League or a Premier League trophy, he might actually go down as the best player in United history at this point in time. So lots of good things to look out for. Ronaldo brings experience, he brings talent, he brings a surety, he brings the kind of experience that this United team is really begging for, and in exchange he gets the love of the United supporters, he gets the support of this amazing staff that has looked up to him and tried to build a team in the image that Sir Alex Ferguson had when he was part of that team. And now he finally comes back to the club to try and see whether he can add those finishing touches. He was not successful at Juventus in a similar venture, but United is just a different breed. This is his club. He's coming back home. So I expect him to make a lot more of a difference this time around. That was that for why United made a great move by signing Ronaldo. Tune into the other video to see why we think it's a bad move and why they probably should have stayed away from it, even if it meant Ronaldo going back to their rivals. Please give us a like, hit share, subscribe, and let me know what else you think in the comments. And see you guys later. Have a great day. Bye.